Alright, my lovers, it's MJ from Multi Love TV. Happy to be here with you. I hope that you're doing really great. It's Thursday where I am in the world, and it's like the perpetual questioning, what is life? Does anybody know? I don't think so, and yet from where I'm coming from, it'd be really great if there was a lot more love and compassion in the world. And love is an incredibly healing force, which has, I think, often been sort of trivialized, or like people like Youre, often people have been like, that's great, but you know, there's the real world. And I'm like, am I in some different fucking existence? But yeah, oftentimes highly sensitive people have lived out that sort of experience where it's like, and increasingly, I think, as the world continues to morph and change and shift, I feel that a lot more of us are going to have to really face the darkness within, you know, so that we're not sort of blindly entangled in darkness and corruption, you know, blindly versus like actually looking at what we're dealing with here, people. It's intense, right? So, okay, there's some really powerful energies in the cards today, you guys. So, you're laying new foundations. There's the King of Swords coming through, which is a very powerful energy. You're having to really listen to your intuition. I'm really getting the sense of like navigating blind. For some of you, that's why your High Priestess is here. For some of you, Empress reverse, that's sort of telling me, or I'm feeling as though there could be something going on in your home. Maybe to do with your children, maybe to do with care people that you're looking after, right? Hence intuition, because some of you might be feeling a bit of stagnation around what direction to move forward. There is a feeling of like, it's like so often the case where we like get pressurized and we have to, oh, I have to make up my mind now, or I have to give them an answer now or else. And that's just not, there's something about being really patient with how you're being guided. And this has come up like all week, right? Like we're being guided as in this old world of like, like this is the way, this is the only way, or this is the right way for everybody. That is just dying out so fast, right? Because we're all, and that's something as well with regards to a lot of the current narratives running, which I just kind of remind people about the fact that, you know, we are all very unique individuals, and we wouldn't expect one another to all eat the exact same way. And so endeavoring to try to create a narrative where something relatively new to our human consciousness and our human beingness, we're all expected to line up and just, it's like me as a vegan going, everybody needs to stop eating meat right now or else. So what is going on, right? And it endeavors our ability to think critically. And I'm somebody who propagates, you know, it's not about pointing fingers and blaming other people for how you feel. Also recognize in debates and in open conversations, and certainly in open dialogue, if people are getting incredibly reactive and angry about anything that opposes the narrative, gosh, it's really like, take a look at ourselves, right? Really looking at ourselves and how we're reacting or how we're moving through. This Fool energy, I feel, came up before as well. Okay, and then the other message here for some of you, this King of Swords and or your intuitive navigation is possibly bringing in this energy. So the King of Swords, a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, in the upstanding. This is a powerful character that likely wants to offer some emotional support. It could be love, obviously. It's an Ace of Cups. Cups are representative usually of our emotional self. And so a nobility making an offer of a cup, a new beginning, this is likely to be somebody new, is a nice thing. For some of you, you might be feeling a little disempowered or just like, oh, What's going on? At the same time, the cards are here reflecting that you are very much, you are creating a stable foundation, even if you don't feel that way. And ultimately, because you maybe can't see the direction ahead, that's why Intuition reigns supreme, your high priestess. And again, there's likely to be movement around love and or potential partnerships, like potential people. But remember, as we navigate the scorpionic energy and Venus making a pretty major transit over these next few months, this is really an opportunity for us to get really clear about what we need and want. Not materialistic, blind consumerism. I want the next TV, boo-boo, ha-ha. No, like you're deep, before any of that Shazam came into it, right? Most of us, I think, as little people, just wanted to play with our toys and or play with nature and or watch the stars and or hang out with the people we love. It's pretty simple stuff, right? Are we looking after ourselves? Are we looking after the closest people in our lives? Because this is like a real thing as far as our pointing fingers and blaming governments or blaming anything outside of self. I would say most of us have some house cleaning to do. Like most of us could probably just afford to like clean up our own house, our own closets, and like make harmony with the people in our lives, our family, our friends. I mean, like the people directly in our realities. You know, having a relatively harmonious home, I think, could go a long way with how we're operating on the planet as a whole. Okay? And we can only speak for our own personal reality. I'm not talking to other nation states or other places in the world necessarily. It's just me. I'm hearing that song. It was always you and me, always and forever, la, la, la. Okay, let's just sing a song and everything can be well. And or move your body. Move your body, sing a tune, go outside and play. And or even beyond, like play is that same sense of reverence, but go outside and like be thankful for the fact that we live in such a beautiful planet. And then yeah, if you're being called to do some deep cleaning, feel free. Scorpio energy is a little bit of a deep excavation sorts of energy, so it makes perfect sense. Anywho, my lovers, I've got some yoga, some online yoga to teach to people that I love, and then I'm thinking, and who love me in return. In fact, that's part of the reward of living in harmony with your soul. It's a very benevolent exchange. It's just that along the way, certainly from where I'm coming from, you have to really you have to dig in deep sometimes. People talk about karma. It's not sunshine and rainbows usually. It's like emotional pain and yeah, some pretty profound stuff is going down. Anywho, you guys, I love you loads. I'm really, really very appreciative of all of you in the way that you're showing up in your world and the work that you do. And yeah, and for showing up here, it's super duper appreciated. I think just like anybody in the world, like when we put ourselves out, we can also have like wobble days and straight up like days where you just kind of wonder, like, is any of this worth it? And the people here, and you know who you are, that like and that comment and that share, it's really, really appreciated. I've been doing the online stuff for almost 10 years, like broadcasting on YouTube since 2012 and navigating, certainly with a very direct focus, navigating online entrepreneurship since 2014. And and so certainly hasn't been straightforward, and I definitely have days where I'm like seriously questioning whether this makes any difference at all. So yeah, thank you guys, and thank you for just showing up and being the love that you need in your life, because that makes a whole lot of difference to the world. Even though, again, sometimes I think we look around and go, why, nobody seems to necessarily care, or our companies maybe are not making any money, or and yet, does any of that actually matter? I don't think so. And I think that's part of the teaching. I think we're meant to let go of those ideas of grandiosity or power over, or relating my success to like how much money I have. I know that's not true. So it's a complete continual unpacking of our own egoic Shazam, you know. Anywho, I blab along for whatever reason, and you guys that are here with me, I really, really, really appreciate you. It means so much. And yeah, I just wish the whole world more love and grace and yeah, harmony. Gosh, wouldn't that be lovely? Namaste, my sweet, sweet, blessed lovers. You are loved. I love you. And kasalamasir to thine own self made true. Okay, mega hug. See you soon. Bye.